don't think one can neglect the issue of democracy and its inadequacy in many countries that erupt into conflict, and also the overhang of the experience of colonialism, which leaves the imprint, for example, of ethnic nationalism, communities that are divided in terms of race, class, and other characteristics. So these residues of colonialism do influence how nations or citizens within a state relate to each other. What is, I think, a feature of the African continent is that the conflicts are within the state, intrastate, largely, not interstate, as one would describe a war. And really, there is an association between governance, the practice of governance, and the people's experience of governance. So matters of corruption, the client state and its relationship with external actors, the exploitation of minerals and the inequity due to corruption and lack of access of the ordinary citizen to the resources derived from the mineral wealth of our countries. So there are a large range of factors. I don't think you can cite only one. And that matter of the internal character of the state and the degree to which political unity exists and social cohesion that allows the efficient emergence of an organized state that is administratively intact and that is able to offer public services to its citizens is something that we need to examine far more closely. So it's really a competition for resources, essentially, competition for control of resources, and an inadequate ability to work out challenges without resorting to arms. It has become far too easy to break out into armed conflict. And this is extremely worrying, particularly because it is the poorest who are affected by these conflicts. And rather than advancing their interest in experiencing development, the presence of conflict reverses any gains that may have been made following the inception of freedom. So essentially, it's a complexity of matters, which I think as African states, we have not been fully able to address. We also must remember the notion of a nation state is a very new conceptual phenomenon. We have artificial borders. Our nations are organized almost in a way that gives life to conflict rather than unity. So all of these play a role. But then there are states that have been able to avoid resorting to arms when there's difference. And I think that have managed societal conflicts in a very, I think, able manner. I mean, I could cite countries such as Botswana, for example, but then with Botswana, there's somewhat of a homogeneity in language, in background, that allows for that more stable set of internal relations. Whereas with larger nations such as the DRC, the complex mix of ethnicity, of mineral resources, of external actors, and the absence of a sustained democracy just fuel this resort to arms.